Imagine driving up to the gates of your own multi-million-dollar mansion, only to be stopped. Not by strangers, not by intruders, but by your very own neighborhood association. Now picture this. You're told you don't belong there, that you shouldn't have access to your own property. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, that's exactly what happened to Gregory Holt, a successful man who had worked his whole life to build the future he dreamed of. On what seemed like an ordinary day, Gregory pulled up to his home, a mansion that represented years of hard work, sacrifice, and determination. But instead of simply driving through his private gate, he was confronted. Members of the Homeowners Association, or HOA, stood in his way. They looked him dead in the eye and told him he didn't belong there. Gregory was stunned. He owned the property. His name was on the deed. This was his dream home. And yet here he was, blocked, disrespected, and humiliated in front of his own house. At first, he tried reasoning. He showed his ID, explained that he was the owner, and reminded them that this was his property. But the HOA refused to budge. Their tone was clear. They didn't believe him. They didn't want him there. And that's when things took a dramatic turn. Gregory wasn't just a successful businessman. He had powerful connections. Within minutes, his call for help was answered in a way no one on that street could have expected. A convoy of his special ops crew arrived at the scene. These weren't ordinary men. These were disciplined, sharp, and unmistakably serious professionals. The HOA, who just moments ago thought they had all the control, suddenly looked shaken. The quiet neighborhood now buzzed with tension as Gregory's team stood firmly by his side. The message was clear. Gregory was not alone, and he would not be intimidated on his own property. With undeniable proof of ownership and the unmistakable presence of his crew, the HOA had no choice but to step aside. What began as an attempt to exclude him ended, with Gregory reclaiming his rightful place, walking proudly through the gates of the mansion he had earned with his own two hands. This wasn't just about a house. It was about dignity, respect, and the refusal to be silenced in the face of unfair treatment. Gregory's story is a reminder to all of us. When you know your worth, you don't let anyone stand in the way of your truth. If you found this story as powerful and inspiring as I did, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. Because there are so many more incredible stories waiting to be told. And trust me, you won't want to miss them.